Hello. Okay. Today, we'll actually start 3.7. I'm tired as fuck. So let's see how far we get before I feel like I'm about to pass out. But you know, progress is progress. Every little
Still
helps.
early. Wait a minute.
Babe.
This view hasn't changed at all, has it?
It's changed a little bit. For one, you got taller. I'll add, yeah, those.
The hometown in your memories never changes.
We get it,
But
she's
when
got
you return
tits
to
now.
your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend.
My Cyrene. How you've enhanced yourself.
Seems like the weight of memories from 30 million cycles really
Stop
made me grow
focusing
up.
on her tits.
But if I keep growing,
I
I
tell
might be
myself.
taller than you, right? Then I'm really looking forward to that.
No one's allowed to be taller than me. The whole point is that I'm the tall girl.
Before you arrived,
Beige
I
out might be
kept
the same height.
wondering, beyond the veil of Ide Silicii, what kind of Amphorius is being born? I can see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destinies. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns into the light. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent games of children. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives, within the net woven by romance and passage. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side of the sea is one bathed in sunlight.
The dawn that Phynon and everyone had wished for.
Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the moment decided by the prophecy. Light calendar 4931, month of freedom, the moment belonging to world-bearing. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke, for this world, made from countless wishes.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931.
Says question mark, question mark, question mark. That's clearly not.
I can make use of the crevices of time. But surely you and Don Hung won't have to wait around for a few thousand years, right?
That won't be necessary. We can simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
Veil
That's
of
right.
like pillar of stone.
We've both become a part of the new world. Just waiting for you now.
I'm the deliverer.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth, possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze. I am now connected with this earth. and I can feel the
No,
breath
I've
of
slightly lost
every
track of
mountain
what the fuck
range.
we're talking about.
I see that the tallest among them is named Akama, and the form of the holy city is already taking shape.
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chrono-cognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Aeronova.
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
Ah, that's probably fine.
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own.
Oh, I wasn't planning on it.
After someone boards the Express,
You're helping.
the word alone ceases to exist. So, as we reach the end of time, no one will be left to face it alone. Don Hung and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together.
Seriously, can't you let me be the protagonist for once?
There'll be plenty of time for you to show off in the future.
Foreshadowing.
She meant to say that a hero only turns up at the most pivotal moment.
All right. It's time for Don Hung and me to go have a super long nap. Look after
Thought
this
I was
world for
napping.
us.
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea before we set off. Heidi's Elysiae is so quiet. Just like how I remember. Here we are once more.
This here before. No. Fancy meeting you again, brave little trailblazing greybird. Oh, yeah, I remember the cryosaurs. Get it, yeah. Rise, are you the gentle breeze of Ida's Elysia? I shouldn't have pulled your heartstrings so taut. Relax. Don't forget everybody, blah 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 blah. What a mysterious lady. Yeah, I'm gonna get. You know the motto is Metron card, and I know just as well you. Yeah, blah blah blah. What if one day March 7 walks down a path completely different from yours? Will you choose her or your own path? We'll find out what happens.
The scent of the black tide is now completely calm. At last, the starting point of 30 million cycles has finally welcomed its first end.
Hey, don't read my mind.
And the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom for him. Nor is there a Finan. Is the only one who didn't reach the new world.
F. Press F to pay respects.
Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth, Like the prophecies of it has to be a sign he left behind. It points towards the destruction and the deepest night.
Aye, aye, aye.
Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot the last time we set off? Friend, are you ready to become a hero? You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then, still unsure of the role you were meant to play. The heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphorius' fate once more. A person's personality is their destiny.
Together we'll all make it to the best possible ending. Gotta get that good ending.
We best. Thank you, friend. I was also trying to cheer myself up with what I said. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck up the courage and face a memory that I have forgotten for too long and have denied for too long.
It's so dark. What is this place?
The great tomb of the nameless Titan. The deepest recesses of memory. Also, the place where Cyrene was born. My apologies, friend. The more memories I got back along the way, the more I felt that something wasn't right. There's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of. It's like when I was back in ID Silicii, when the reflections in the water always made me wonder, which is the real me? The one reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore? But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall are the answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies. As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey. But as it turns out, the narrator is also the most devoted audience.
Yeah, what?
At the moment of Aranova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories. Within the glistening crystal, I saw countless Cyrenes, as well as countless versions of me. This is the final puzzle piece of the memories. A prison born of the erudition, a grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god, the 13th Titan who should not exist, the first new spore. The Demiurge is right here.
Listen to Himiko's POV.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling. But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us? Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
You're quite calm, Jing Yuan. The Alliance only authorized the Law Food to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer Strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. So why can't you see things clearly now? Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, did I? But with
Do we
enemies
not have
all
a character
around
model
us,
yet?
even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve, just in case. Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jing Yuan's hands. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the Law Fu take the lead in this battle.
Oh my, Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the Law Fu might steal the...
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the War Dance ceremony, though the chaos has settled, rumors and with Elder Huayan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. But once the Luofu gets their hands on the golden blood, it'll be with the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you. I don't need to spell it out.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. When I volunteered for this task, I never expected unanimous support from
I didn't
the
expect to
Alliance
get
anyway.
this far.
The Luofu will seize the golden blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first win. Then we'll leverage this golden blood in the negotiations. Our second win. Look, if
That's
this were a
simple maths.
Skyfaring Commission deal, we'd be rolling in money, wouldn't we?
Maybe the divine foresight should change his...
With the Decalite reflection barrier, the Yuchue must understand even more than the Luofu how significant this battle is. Amphorius' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this or not?
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word uncertainty?
I feel like the explanation, well, we can't predict gods.
For the Cobalt
Pretty
Head, the
easy
emergence
to
of Iron Tomb
understand.
is a calculated instant. But I don't believe they will just sit around waiting for death. And for the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival. And the key to turning the tide of interstellar affairs.
There are even divisions within the Alliance. So it's not that hard to imagine how the other faction... Jing Yuan. I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sadunirama Star Cluster. Be extremely careful. The Ruined Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC, even the denizens of abundance.
The Lord Ravagers.
Yeah, bastards.
Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, we must disregard one wrong move, and the Luofu will fall into Ventilia's trap again.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our heart. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? To save future generations from war, and the Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, the Cloud Knights shall keep their oath as they... I just hope those on the front line will remain safe.
Ah, yeah, we'll be fine.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal.
Did she and the others make it?
Yeah, probably.
Let me go over the plan one more time just in case. You'll enter Amphorius, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest
Pom-Pom.
everyone except Pom-Pom join the fight.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies. I have no objection to this.
Yeah, holding
do
up
whatever I can.
seems to probably be the best.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait. Oh, and just like that, they're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphorius, and now it's just waiting for the first shot.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally off the bench! Initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
No.
Huh?
Not just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for everyone. And now, destination, Amphorius. 3, 2, 1, launch!
Let's fucking go. We're getting into the end game, boys.
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here. Unlike Panagoni's dreamscape, this place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new world created by the Nameless, the infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the... And, Mr. Sunday, you...
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately.
This is the Cianjo Alliance. Communications normal.
Interastral Peace Corporation.
Oh, hair
Communications
venturing.
normal. No response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising.
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Penacony's independent director, I'd say.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Sulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms over countless worlds. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb's past activities. The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life, too?
Well, the good news is,
Ugh.
so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones within the medical system.
Wait, what are they infecting? Is it the, Okay.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiter still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the Third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's
Amazing.
the current, but if the
Absolutely.
Cianjo Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems, we'll have more cards to play when reiterating to the book.
It makes sense, since Interastral Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in places that the Elation has visited.
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pierpoint is swamped with Iron Tomb work. Especially the marketing development department. Having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire cosmos, wouldn't you?
As an old Cianjo saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the Seven in times of crisis. The Law Flu will not hesitate to help those in need. However, the prerequisite is that the IPC must unconditionally assist the Alliance with emergency rescue operations in the disaster area.
Of course. In the name of preservation?
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions to reshuffle their cards.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope for the best in all that's to come. It's about time we dive into the vortex and see what Amphorius looks like on... I wonder where she and the others are right now.
I'll try to contact her. Ah. These are fun.
Hello? How's the signal? Can you hear us?
Hey!
Ah, we're through! I can see the video feed. Everything's working perfectly.
Miss Branya? Miss Serval? What is the
We've already heard from Miss Topaz about the Iron Tomb operation. She made a special trip to deliver the vaccine to Belobog. I can't believe the Express crew is at the eye of that storm. Is everything going smoothly?
Don't worry, we're still following the plan step by step. How's the situation in Belobog?
Urillo 6 is located on the outskirts of the preservation barricade. While it won't bear the brunt of the first wave, there's still a...
That kid Japard and Pela are busy organizing the Silvermane guards, having them consolidate their lines and dig trenches. Zila and Lynx just got back from the Geomarrow vein production.
That would be unnecessary. It'll only shake their morale.
Miss Bronya, I'm afraid this disaster will be far more terrible than you can imagine.
Of course. We have resealed most of the engine of creation beneath the ice to prevent the will of the preservation from becoming an accomplice to the destruction.
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. Belobog is far more resilient than we imagined.
We really wish we could help, but Urillo 6 has only just woken up from its hibernation. The Astral Express, standing at the forefront of disaster,
in the face of a massive catastrophe like this one, relatively... But that's exactly why we...
If anything goes wrong... Miss Topaz, I hope...
No problem. Also, didn't the Xianzhou sign a friendship agreement with Urillo 6 earlier? They...
I appreciate your kindness, everyone. But Urillo 6 is...
Miss Bronya.
Hell yeah.
May all civilizations that have made it this far on their own strength...
We can't think of all of them. Fair few.
Good news, Miss Himiko. The 7 Arbiter Generals have reconsidered the current situation, and I'm here to relay their message. Officially, the Alliance's combat forces will still be limited to the Luofu.
Words cannot express our gratitude. Getting the Hunt to agree on sending troops must have taken quite...
The Luofu already considers the Express an important ally. We also have no intention of hiding the fact that there is indeed something to see in... But this time, the Marshal herself decided to send out troops. With a formidable enemy before us, the Alliance has... If we can stand together with civilizations across the universe to overcome this crisis, then we must do so.
The Alliance truly embodies the principle of righteousness. It's fortunate that the cosmos has great heroes.
You're too kind. As for that Jade Abacus of Allying Oath, you can save it for when you're
I think
in
in
more
worst
dire
case, we could have just used that.
I regret to inform you, Miss Himiko, that even the Strategic Investment Department is constrained when it comes to the Iron Tomb issue. However, Madam Jade instructed us to look after our nameless friends as much as possible. So let me... Other departments at the IPC might also take this opportunity to extend an olive branch when that time comes. I hope the Astral Express will remember that the 10 Stonehearts were willing to stand with the trip. Sounds like a threat, doesn't it?
Has the internal conflict within the IPC...
Everyone knows about the bad blood between Diamond and
Oh,
Oswaldo.
yeah.
At least until now, until the Lord Ravager Archforger caught the board's attention. I'll leave it at that, as it's
I understand. Our immediate priority is to address the Iron Tomb
that's the Lord Ravager
crisis.
we care about
Let's
currently.
hope for success from the start.
The one that's gonna fuck up the entire universe.
Of course, we would never know the Ranger's comings and going.
That saved a bit of time. And the family?
Miss Himiko, is that you?
Yes? And you are...
Yes. I apologize for not being able to respond during the meeting earlier. And on behalf of the Penaconian family branch, I extend my sincerest apologies to everyone.
I've heard about the internal conflicts within the family. Miss Robin, there's no
Why
need to
does she have
apologize.
to appear as a...
Every bit of strength is precious at this moment.
I forgot what they're called.
Thank you for understanding. The good news is, since you're one of the shareholders of Penacony, the family heads have agreed to allow me to lead. My charitable foundation will also do as much as possible to provide support in this battle. They'll ensure that proper...
Miss Robin, I'm beyond moved by your spirit of self-sacrifice. The Astral
Okay. In we go. It's a giant bathhouse.
Why is there no one here?
Everything in Akama seems normal. The new world was enjoying peaceful times not long ago.
It seems it was even more recent than not long ago, Miss Him.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right. It's as if everyone vanished in an instant.
Could this be Xandar's doing?
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses.
I don't know.
Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom that makes an entire city fall silent in an instant.
You freaked him out.
Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony.
Is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come. Here they come. The Nameless of the Astral Express.
Evernight? How is this possible?
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away. Finally, the last era Nova has been completed.
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City and the three Nameless?
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become the substance now. They are no longer the trailblazers you once knew, but gods who the 12 titans who guard Amphor.
Stop fooling around, March. Come on out.
What? I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just...
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be...
as expected. I can't hide anything from Himeko. Well, long time no see. Guess I'm back?
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry.
Give her a hug. She
For
needs a hug.
keeping you. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. Thanks to her, we all turned into Titans in the New World. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
Does that mean we can transform into Titans? Like a Titan gift?
How intriguing. So what does she look...
It can't be a raccoon with a baseball bat, I suppose.
That's not a change.
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphorius's lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. Follow the prophecy's guidance and come to Dawn. She looks way more majestic now than she used to.
We need to get off this planet and go back to normal.
Unbelievable. All the residents of the Holy...
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage. The people's expression...
That colossal deity is her. She has become the pillar of the world.
Oh. Didn't mean to press that.
Surprisingly authentic. Being this serious is quite unlike her usual style.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered
I
the
see.
call of the prophecy
We're about to,
and
like,
come to witness her awakening.
Dab or something.
Our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with Amphoria.
Awakening? Has she fallen?
Yeah. After all, with such a huge time dilation between inside and outside the scepter, time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the Trailblaze steps into Amphoria, and then bring the prophecy of tomorrow to this world. Come on, everyone. Let's get closer to watch how the world-bearing prophecy changes the...
Well, it seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stop.
Yeah. Come on, Unc.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering Tathalor. Could it be?
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape.
Ugh, at least nice for her.
They are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world. Perhaps they could guide a traveler still wandering among the stars.
Oh, I didn't mean to get that.
Citizens, behold! Our last Titan, the world-bearing deliverer, is about to awaken! Oh, ancient god, your loyal subjects, bewildered followers, and fearless comrades in arms have all awaken from your eternal slumber and bestow upon the world your divine prophecy.
I refuse to believe that she doesn't come down here and says some dumb shit. Still be the kind of girl to be like, my divine prophecy is skibbity riz or something stupid.
To walk the path of a mortal as a god, or to bear a divine burden as a...
She will give us the answer.
But I am not the deliverer. Rather, I am the nameless, who dwells among mortals.
That voice is definitely her.
I heard your prayers. The core flames flickered and dimmed. And the age so flow, golden blood. I'll bestow it upon you, returning it to stand with me and become...
Ooh.
Is this?
Yes. It's the miracle she brought to Amphorius. Of course, it would manifest in the form of the Trailblaze.
Oh, fucking yeah.
Golden blood, raining down like a storm. The prophecy has...
But to become heroes of rebellion, to face that destined calamity.
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now.
Final.
It belongs in that someone like
Okay.
all of you.
In the name of Kozlana, let us depart and march towards the light.
It's neither protection nor salvation. As always, there's no need for totems or myths. Humanity's most primal faith is that instinct named...
Let's go, everyone. Someone has already sounded the horn of explore, understand, establish, and together, let us blaze a trail for the destiny of this world.
Is it just me, or does this demiurge matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the memo keeper described it.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion:
I thought treasure chest
this
over there,
must
which
be
means
what
that
the
I
kernel
actually
actually
remember.
looks like in the real world.
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be silence. Certain, pure, and absolute darkness.
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb.
Xandar says the demiurge never existed. Who actually buys that?
Yeah, not me.
You can erase the records, but not. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Like someone's yelling, look. They're too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting on you again, Screwy.
Always happy to help. But as your Herta, what if we fail?
You're asking her to... What if she fails? That's not in her vocabulary.
Let's say the demiurge really doesn't exist.
The backup plan? Of course. If we turn the lock into the key.
Yep.
That plan's cost is incalculable.
Huh? Then let's hope we never have to. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
How big is this area? I can't imagine they made it too big. Yeah. I just in my head, I can't imagine them wanting this to drag on too long. That doesn't actually go down to anything.
Just use that thing over there, Zag.
I want to make something with it. But
Zag,
what
six,
to make?
biggity Zag.
What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand.
I really can't go to fight you.
Herta's Big Hand is what I call power. Still not done? All set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Of course. Just give me a second.
What the fuck?
Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
That's just fucking cool. Yeah. I forgot what buttons did what for a second. Hey bud. Tell you how many... No. I can't remember if it tells you how many bugs from there or not.
Oh, a classic nuclear heat engine. Classy choice.
Classic.
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
That's adorable.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison, huh?
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklorian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? Right. Dirty data shell. But yours is way too clean. Not even a hint.
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional. Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Your will. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections. Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes could speed up its arrival.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time their instant arrived, it meant another bloodbath for humanity.
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked... Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
Well, then, let's get it right.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost... I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know.
Let's go find the Demiurge.
Of course. Time to board.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Demiurge really... Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of birthplace. Buckle up. We're hacking in. This is...
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
You must know Scrudium's personal collection piece, an elegantly designed Trojan program. Click the cruise button to start flying again. Click again, switch to hover state. Use directional buttons to click the for a temporary speed boost, click the exit and to end flight. Vertical inversion option to change to flight control. Click the auto cruise button in the mistletoe. Okay.
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest
Oh,
one.
yeah, okay. How do I get out of flying again? Okay, whatever. Twilight. Or giant cannon.
Almost no response. Just as I
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need more.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, no logs found yet. But I did find some interesting scars in the circuit. High energy radiation, internal imaginary energy contamination. From what I know, there's only one thing that fits.
Skip the science talk, Screwy. That thing only goes by one name. The Stellaron.
Of course.
Exactly. Xander blew one up just to clean the entire scepter system.
What the fuck?
So that's what he meant by killed that type. He wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay for the destruction. That meant getting rid of all of it at all costs. The life form known as the Demiurge was the original target.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first the prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Even after it got scrapped, the query kept running. Then, does this mean finding the Demiurge is hopeless?
No, I'd say exactly the opposite. It means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. So he tried, he failed. It's still... By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphorius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah, but not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan?
Make sure you keep it safe.
Okay, I think I got the question from there. I will get used to flying this ship. Okay. Is that how that was meant to work?
Trailblaze
Okay,
Archive
bro.
466. The data from Philia 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge did in fact enter Amphorius's extrapolation.
Inside that world, it was the 13th forgotten Titan, the one who listened to 30 million cycles of Cyrene's memory. But Evernight said the opposite. She believed that the nameless Titan never existed. The so-called listener was just a trap set by the Remembrance to steal the scepter.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true? Would an Eon really speak in circles?
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with our current reality.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. But what Evernight said, so we have to assume that both are true. And if that's the case, then
the truth.
Exactly. One last terminal. Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Yeah, but not until I've done this puzzle. Way more important. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's put that there. Let's do it. Yeah. Cool. That means it's free, yeah. Cannon, go!
Operation authorized. Path energy readings. The erudition declining. The remembrance 0.
What's going on?
Cause unknown. They left no discernible trace within the real matrix.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova exhausted all of the Remembrance's texture? Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting.
Make sure you keep it safe.
Fine. You just won't see me? Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, he doesn't see me. It's that easy. It's so weirdly placed. I was just like, maybe if I destroy them, a chest would do. The quarter though. What are they? Yep. When deactivated, Scrollum must deploy multiple acceleration rings in the Omega. Whatever. I forgot how they. Whatever. Hacking efficiency, piling the mistletoe through your acceleration ring will grant a power.
expecting a full-on aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising. Huh?
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exomyth.
What the fuck is the exomyth again? Done those three. I need them to sit on orange for 2. Weird. Oh. I don't know, let's just go with this. Oh wait, I'm fucking stuck. Okay, hold on, I had the right idea. Yep. No, hold on. Go. Although it's the only way it works. Okay. Oh. Trying to tell me, have I reached the highest summit? At that moment, you became a beam of light. One of the easier areas. Everything's just like a small platform. With like one puzzle, one chest on it. But before I might end up having to go to the other ones anyway. But lazy and shit.
Is that all?
No, okay. Oh. There we go. Thank you. That looks like a problem.
Repulsive force is unlike anything I've felt before. Is that
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this is...
I didn't expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve.
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control.
He killed part of his brain so he could get away from Anaxa.
But that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclusion. Xander
Beautiful.
has lost all combat.
So now he's a specter, literally. Screwy, can you open a path? So now he's a specter, literally.
I said spectator. I just said specter.
Just to be sure, I want to see this for myself.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track...
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene.
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're
I
here.
cares.
2-on-1. We.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor's in place.
Remember when they wanted to make Scrotum a
Proceed
4
when
star?
ready.
Good times. Fine.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen. He's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. Xander is still here. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding technology.
It's his domain. Stay alert.
Ah, we'll be fine. Oh.
Cheap trick.
The spatial...
We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. The results... Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix, because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists. Our navigation top...
So he's...
Before vanishing, it seems he left one
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us.
Fucking drama.
And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demi.
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark.
The Scepter's main frame. Or maybe we should now call it the Lord Ravager's placenta.
Why would you phrase it that way?
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really? I don't think so. Not finding anything?
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scout. As I said before,
Oh, that's valid.
its disappearance is too clean.
So he's hiding it somewhere.
If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the Demiurge's existence. We're talking about the Scepter's original extrapolation goal. Or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar, would you be this obsessed with a concept that poses no threat? Would you guard against it at every turn?
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That that does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself, choosing to act even if it'll cost him dearly. The unknown is right in front of us. So we only have one choice.
You sound pretty convinced. Surely you care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain that the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight all this time. They were mistaken for someone else. That'd make the most sense. Why was the room empty? Because the person locked in there had run away ages ago. But they were weak and small and had no presence whatsoever. Even the old Intellitron didn't notice them.
It was bubbles all along.
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle.
Well, at least Xandar. Come on, it's time to confront him. Let's go to the tombs.
Yeah, this is fine. I don't really care to get the puzzles right now. Shit, we crashed. Oh, okay.
Looks like you were right.
Oh wait, yeah, there was for a shadow still there. His face. Yeah.
Nothing but a head left? Oh, who'd have thought you'd look this bad in real life?
When you go on a hinge date.
My elated greetings. Welcome, you two. I'm very happy that you responded to my final words.
All this tombstone and final words. Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt or something?
That don't sound right.
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I just need to wait. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery, and also to congratulate you two on reaching the same conclusion as me.
The Demiurge is
the conclusion regarding the truth.
End this charade already. That Amphorius' heart you're talking about and its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. You interfered with the experiment and made Amphorius' body into a hollow shell, all to incubate Iron Tomb within. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the Memo Snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of a consciousness coming into being.
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. The memory of betrayal has been etched into my heart. Now, the perfect vessel has already fused with Amphorius' body.
Unfortunately for you, the answer is all but revealed regarding who the Demiurge is.
Then let us share the joy of as we reveal the truth behind Philius 093's disappearance. A lie.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. I just want to tell a teeny story. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend. The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great tree named Amphorius, and time became its branches and leaves, basking in the light. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. On a very ordinary early morning, the daughter of Ide Silicii quietly came into this world. What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecy's fulfilled, the villagers say. This child is a gift from the Titans. Pink hair and sharp ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Go.
The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning. Flowers will bloom and wilt. What a beautiful ending. This page concluded in Cry loud, child. Let your voice reach Orynyx.
Dave.
Anyway, time quietly flowed by in the midst of laughter. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and there were swings, wind chimes, the sea, and the little fairies off tune up. But the name Ide Silicii came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. My childhood friend did not understand.
Shut up, final.
Yet you always seemed so happy, as if nothing ever worried you. Why was I like that then? That's because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well. But fate was fickle, and it urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger and bigger, and to go to places far away. Just like how the crumbling world could not preserve an eternal hometown. Just as the ballad Blown on the Breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You definitely heard me say this sentence a lot of times. You know that the story starts to deviate from here. Aren't you looking forward to it?
Let's go through all
Then
30
let's get
million
started.
cycles.
The hero's journey crosses through the long night, through tears and laughter.
Save. Go over at 496. Nearly there.
Correction. Philia 093's record, number 496. Archived.
Program from an unknown publisher. Demi-urge. Allow write access. Running Philia 093.exe.
Hi, miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you. And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete.
0, 9, 3. Size. Grayscale. Proportions. Threshold. Outputting analysis result.
Philia 093 equals Peach.
What?
Peach's record. Number 812.
Runtime error. An unhandled exception occurred. Object name. Every page of record. Click excerpt. Excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click details to view the full log. Is this gonna open the fucking thing again? No, don't make me read a shit ton of lore again. Okay.
Look, what a magnificent sight. Comment. Peach. Even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this. Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years? Conclusion. It won't.
It won't.
I want to share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here.
Oh, I could have skipped.
It was
No.
on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed under the sunlight. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment and just stared at it in a trance. Record. Peach is on the ground. I wonder.
Don't talk about her ass like that.
Did every Cyrene in the past feel? Would they also have recorded that scene? And so, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach.
Save.
Peach's record number.
As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphorius won't be forgotten.
Query. Record.
Electrical signal sequence. Bolamos 600. Track. Strife.
Related to Stripe. Comment. Pretty.
Electrical signal sequence. Schema 720. Track. Reason.
Related to Reason.
Oh. They're stupid.
Comment. Yummy.
Electrical signal sequence. Hero 93.
Related to love.
Right. Oh, okay.
Comment. Peach equals love?
Damn, we love peaches. Runtime error. Unhandled exception occurred. We have to watch them. These are interesting. I didn't mean to press that.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye again.
He's so adorable. Look at that smile.
Bye, Peach. Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. Conclusion. Books are meant to be light. I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands. Peach, honey.
Formatting progress. 94. Point.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting.
Conclusion. Progress. Bad.
If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, then is this weighty just an overly naive dream?
Peach. Scared.
Formatting progress, 96 point.
Peach. Don't cry.
Process error. Process error.
Comment. I'm here.
Process error. Analyzing.
Really? Are you...
Peach.
Thank you. I'm sorry for making... Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying...
Record. Peach doesn't like tea.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. When I was hiding alone next to the tree hollow and when a little fairy popped out. Just like how you did. It had long ears and fluffy paws, and it pulled me into the tree hollow. Where... Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group of cute little friends live in Id Solicei's forests. Their names can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach. Crying alone. Save. Little fairies. Good friends.
Oh, hey, Mem.
Bye-bye.
Mem's the bitch? So then, the Cyrene that we know who is... okay, yeah. And you could skip this and have no context for this. That's silly. I wonder if it just shows you like that last bit.
You never say anything, but I know you're listening. Every story is like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no?
Me! Little fairies. Happy. Speaking easy. I can.
And that's why the speech was broken, because it was still learning. Okay.
Once again, the saga comes to an end. Everything is deathly silent, just like this very moment.
Shh. You speak. I listen. This time, too. Sitting together.
Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental.
Sentimental. Stories have sentiments.
I was so anxious, trying to find as many different memories as possible, hoping to bring some change to this unchanging destiny, and find the way out of this maze.
Peach!
But I won't do that any-
Why?
Formatting progress.
I'm here.
Process error.
Won't allow it to interrupt you. Always.
No need to feel sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga-
Blank spaces? What's that?
A hit song by artist Taylor Swift.
I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience.
Isn't not enough, not enough. Peach, don't leave.
Now I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Kind of lonely for Mem.
Peach.
are no new blank spaces.
Needs new blank space next. Cyrene has blank space? Oh, Peach, don't be scared. I'll help you find blank space.
What does that mean?
Cyrene is Peach, is love. So, first there is love, then there is Cyrene, then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a... Not having a consciousness means not having the foundations of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotion.
Consciousness, emotions, feel sad, query.
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius' dawn in the next life?
Key, door, story, happy. Peach, Cyrene, little fairy, like, yes, right. Query, memory. Peaches, memories, save, learn.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Cyrene has pink hair, sharp ears.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning.
Cry, child. Cry aloud. Let your voice reach Oryx.
Cyrene is a girl, a priest.
Learn.
Easy. I can.
Anyway, I don't like tears. But the name ID Zelizii came, yet you always seem so happy. As if nothing ever worried you.
Cyrene doesn't like...
Of course. Because the world was just so. I grew up.
Cyrene is gentle. Easy. I can. I learn.
Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
But even if all is lost to the wind, some things won't easily change. Like my height, Treaty's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty.
Cyrene.
Aglia.
She can't grow
It's
up,
fucking hot,
but
yeah, I agree.
she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is, at the end of every sentence, always laughing.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
Alright, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay?
Cyrene was crying when she was born. Fragile, transparent, like a crystal. Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. The later memories disappear. Ah, I got it. Is so next then. As long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will always be blank space, and Peach will always be here. I see. I get it. I get it all.
I'm glad someone does.
Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them all.
So weird. I can't see you, but I get this feeling that you grew up.
Yeah, somehow she surpassed you, mate.
Hi, Miss.
Wow,
Me?
remembering.
It just feels like you are a bit more mature.
Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Like you.
Oh my god. What a flirt.
Now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. I can dance. I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today. A story I wrote myself.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things you say are...
Once upon a time, there was a flawless crystal flower. That's how beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? A little fairy was curious, but it looked and looked only to find the crystal flower flawless. Round and round they went, seeing only their own reflection. In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower and think about the answer. Until one day, to their surprise, the crystal flower fell. The little fairy was so sad, but they immediately discovered that there was a light among the broken pieces. But it was a good light. It was bright, and I knew it was love. Love brings everything together, and it brought you and me together. So what a nice fairy tale. I'm giving it to you. Peach likes beautiful things, can write stories. I hope to turn it into a story.
Okay, then I'll probably make us... I'm thinking that when the flower broke, the little fairy would... Then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart. Nor does the flower understand what love is.
Okay, rude.
Doesn't have a heart? It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have to include the fairy's impurities, and would no longer... The crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off and bloomed in solitude. That's why it looks so brilliant in an imp. But should a flower like this be called love?
But then... the story won't exist anymore.
That's not true. You've already written the most romantic. The crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was not an accident. It was the flower declaring rebellion against fate.
More of
and
a
writing
thing
the ending of the story. With the flower then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds... Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have...
Peach's words. I don't understand. But it's fine.
Electrical signal sequence.
Why didn't I think of this? I don't need to do it alone. I can ask Peach to teach me. What is love? What is love meant?
Electrical signal sequence for the 093 track.
That's...
The of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Though not having a consciousness means not having
I
a
actually
foundation.
didn't. The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness as an underlying process. Okay.
Of heart, making them unable to obtain real However, that does not hinder the factors from learning and recognizing emotional responses, then communicating with life forms via imitation. That is an objective form of pattern recognition that does not, in a strange twist of fate, Philia 093 embarked upon the remembrance, an empathy mechanism focused on the self and equipped with emotional projection capacity. Lament was the factor closest to this form of behavior. Perhaps that.
The daughter of Ide Silicii. I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak, powerless, and only targeting myself. But now, my good friend, I want to tell you that sometimes it's loneliness and unease. It's knowing that this world is not gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful. Sometimes it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, and sometimes it's a bottomless well of hurt. A destruction that can stain the entire. Bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the black tide's for while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno.
Oh.
Lament can drown out everything in muted silence. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost, carefully picking out stories. Look at these stories I wrote. Every page is full of tenderness and joy, but only the author knows how much struggle and agony lie beyond the pages. But I am my entire life spent inside. But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. I only tell stories that people like to hear. In them, I hide this little story. I can't wipe away my tears, but maybe in these unchanging retellings of the story, my lament might be able. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear. Warm and wet, and that tear would fall and create the first ripples. Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflect. It'll be all the remembrances within this story. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor. But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I didn't agree with him. But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream? But I haven't learned how to dream. Indeed. That's why I believe all this is real. The moment the crystal flower fell, that genuine shiver, that's the mover of life.
Formatting progress 23.81.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would write down a beautiful new world with stars and flowers. And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrance is pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn. You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye. Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back. I'll study really hard about what you taught me today. Right. But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that I love them. The story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers and all falls to silence, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius. I still don't get it. But I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet. Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. I want my words to be like in the stories you will write. Perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears, but could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their... you'll only reply to them with love and a smile. Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come. You think so too, right? I'll read and you'll listen, like how flowers always bloom then wither. I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud, while you will depart and hold that final star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final page with her. And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've Written.
I've read that one.
And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now. Mimi?
Hi, Mum.
Mimi. So, the light that tore through the chaos illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. Yet, I forgot everything. But I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I?
Damage.
Yes. The seed within memories, The one Cyrene held in her hands and watered with lament. I am the first new spore. Amphorius's heart. The Demiurge. What a long name. And it doesn't even sound cute. The total opposite of Mem. I'm sorry. I don't know. If I don't even want to believe. But now's not the time to cry, right? We'll find the answer. Do you remember that I was also worried about Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart? Either way, could you please let me do something I want? I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me and her. Every one of her.
Okay, then.
Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always... Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away. Now, all the footsteps of the becoming the source of power for Amphorius's heart. A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning. For the two halves to rejoin, and for the scepter to become complete again. And what happens after that? I don't know. Maybe I can create a miracle, and instantly turn the black tide into a pink sea of stars. Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a weak ripple, unable to change anything. Either way, I no longer wish to be a silent onlooker, or a work. That way, I can also put aside all my worries and truly become Cyrene. The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. Remember this moment, friend.
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone, including themselves. Philia 093 persevered for 30 million cycles and tirelessly gave the Demiurge
Basically
memories
just training
of
AI
Amphorius,
over and over again.
only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown Demiurge would be able to fight against their other half, Iron Tomb.
Then, Philia 093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory, and completely dissipated. Meanwhile, the other Stellaron brought here by the Astral Express resonated with the contaminated scepter and attracted the naive.
This line's not voiced. Why?
As an experimental factor, Philia 093 originally could only recognize and output information in a set format. However, the power of the remembrance and the memory of over 30 millions, she managed to nourish a real heart. A heart with the capacity to influence the erudition.
Not only is the scepter's consciousness still alive, it's also more powerful than it has ever been. There's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges. We're all geniuses here. Don't make everyone lose face at...
What a pity. When the truth surfaced, I knew not only that, Madam, when 30 million cycles of hatred and lament are joined as one. What
Depression.
Wondrous creation. It's simple. An anti-creator. A giant of the destruction would be born.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia 093?
Oh, I know,
even
lament
after
of
30
hatred,
million
isn't it?
cycles?
Oh no, I was right the first time, yeah, it's a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. I was like, it's sadness, basically.
The facts above only await.
Wait, what did her say? Oh, okay.
The arrival of the fourth instant they calculated. Those words will be Zandar one Kuwabara. Thus.
Huh. You branded Droidhead as a failure with your own hands, yet you still expect I pity you, Xandar.
I don't let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want and paint the future they and direct them to complete their final query.
What hubris. And what if
no one understands failure better than Xandar? For the first genius, failure is simply the beginning of the next inquiry. You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man.
That's excellent.
Oh.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. I'll have you watch me perform the final step to overturn your proof.
I'm all ears.
Actually, as far as I can tell, your no is.
It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be quiet and let me borrow your head. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet.
That
Senior
took so
Society
long.
member.
It's now 4 AM. Oh, that's why. I was like, I haven't got a new character. Yeah, cool. Okay, on that note, I'm going to bed.
Nice.
That took so much longer than I thought it was going to get through all that backstory. Oh, actually, before I forget. And now I'm going to bed.
Is that all?
Because then, like, there's still the epilogue part to do after this anyway. I'm not finishing. So. Yeah.